Well, they're still tallying the votes now, but it's safe to say that Romney absolutely decimated Gingrich tonight in the Florida primary. I don't think that should really come as any shock. Gingrich's performance in the last two debates was absolutely abysmal. He seemed genuinely dumbfounded by every single criticism levied against him. I mean, Romney certainly hit him hard with an absolute blitz of campaign ads in Florida. But instead of responding, and dissuading any doubts, he could only respond that it's all unfair. Really? It's unfair? Is that what you're going to say to Obama? Oh, you're just being so unfair. What a joke. What these candidates are doing to one another is tickling compared to what the Obama campaign is going to do to them. I don't know anyone who's ever accused politics of being fair, Mr. Gingrich, and frankly, your whining is pathetic. Instead of hitting Romney where he's legitimately weak, a la Romney care, you've spent your time crying and talking about a moon base. A moon base?
Fearsome moon monsters to be hunted and killed.
Trust me, you do not want to go there. He spent the day today running around Florida yelling about how Romney vetoed a bill that would pay for kosher food for Jewish seniors in nursing homes. Moon base to Captain Newt. That isn't the government's job, and if I were in his position, I would have done the exact same thing. Who exactly are you preaching to here? The 8% Jewish population in Florida, the vast majority of which are Democrats and aren't going to be voting in the primary anyway? Of course, Gingrich is using this to show that clearly Romney is just out to wage a war on religion in America. Now, let's just think about this for a second, folks. Who in their right mind would wage a war against religion and make it well-known, well-publicized, and self-professed, no less, fact that he is a Mormon? Let me tell you something, folks. When a politician says that they are Christian or Catholic or Protestant, that's like saying that they like to breathe or eat hamburgers. You're not going to lose any kind of significant constituency by taking the stance of being a Christian, okay? Mormons? Think again. I'm pretty sure if I'm going to surreptitiously wage a war on religion in America, I'm probably going to pick a less conspicuous religion than Mormonism as my guys. What are you, retarded? Now, despite what some in the media would have you believe, this race isn't over yet. There's still a long way to go. Now, they'll talk to you about how, well, everyone who's ever won Florida has always gone on to be the nominee. And that may be. But they just a few weeks ago were talking about how almost everyone who won South Carolina went on to be the nominee. So take all that with a grain of salt. Again, it's a vetting process. It's healthy. It's good for the candidates. It's good for us. Some of you out there may not like it. You might not like hearing all the mud. If so, turn off the TV. And if so, why do you even watch the news? I mean, if you hate that kind of crap, you really shouldn't be watching the news. Okay, totally on a side note here. This is, I guess you could argue, politically related. Animal rights and all that. PETA has come out and raged against the movie The Grey, which, I mean, that shouldn't really surprise anyone. PETA sucks. They hate everything. They've come out against it because, well, we shouldn't teach people that wolves are normally this aggressive. This might drive some people to go out and kill wolves. That in and of itself, again, that pretty much sounds like PETA. And hey, if you guys want to take on Liam Neeson, a guy who punches wolves with his bare hands, hey, you'd be my guest. But what I thought was particularly hilarious was apparently the director, cast, and crew had a wolf barbecue during the filming. I thought that was hilarious, personally. Obviously, PETA wasn't too happy about that. Apparently, most of the crew on the set didn't really like it that much, but evidently Liam Neeson enjoyed it quite a bit and even went back for seconds. He said something along the lines of, well, you know, it was pretty gamey, but, you know, I'm Irish, so I'm used to strange soups. It wasn't too bad. So, moral of the story is, Liam Neeson, you're alright. Even if you did ruin one of my favorite villains of all time.
As Napoleon told me, a strong will can fuel a frail physique.
I wasn't always here in the mountains. Once I had a wife. My great love.